All right, beautiful. I'm recording. All right, kids, welcome to the Matariki Street Market Design Summative. One more time, of course. Um, so I just would like to review, okay, a couple things regarding what we are doing here, okay, with the workbook. So starting with the first page, of course, you put your name, start date, deadline. Remember, because of like everything is going on, I'm moving the deadline to the following Monday, so that is the 24th of August. Okay. Not the 21st anymore, now Monday the 24th. All right. So the first box here is for the client and the product. Okay. Um, so I knew from the start that I wanted to do my Matariki street market in my neighborhood. Okay. I would like to involve my community in it. So my client is the Mount Roscoe local board, which is actually the Puketa Papa local board. Okay. The product, we're working with marketing items for Matariki event, and the items include, but are not limited to, the one A3 portrait poster plus two other collaterals. I already decided that my two other collaterals are a water bottle and a goodie bag. That's what I'm doing for my, okay, my Matariki street market. So my media channels is basically our deliverables. So our A3 portrait poster, water bottle, and goodie bag. Okay, those are my projects that I decided. Target audience, I know that my target audience are people around the Mount Roscoe area, okay, but I'm still to go further and have more information here, okay. So my requirements and deliverables are all here, okay, and as I do my target audience, I'll come back and fill in my box for the keywords here in the front page. All right. If at any time you guys have a question or anything like that, please you can put your hand up on Teams. Okay, is there a button that does this? Okay. You can put your hand up just to, I'm going to stop and then I attend to your question. Okay, can everybody just test the feature and put your hand up just to see if it works? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. That also shows me that you guys are awake and paying attention. Okay, yeah, you can put your hands down for now. Thanks. Um, all right, so let me just check. Okay, good. All right, beautiful. Now, moving on to the next page, this is our timeline. And as you would expect, our timeline kind of broke, uh, given the given the circumstances. Okay, so in here, okay, which I should just put like lockdown begins. If it doesn't fit, I can just select my text and shorten it a little bit. There you go. And of course, yeah, like that. And since it's like something big, I'm gonna make it red. All right. There we go. Good. Yes. So the original timeline, right? I well, the briefing we all did together on the 10th of August. Okay. So remember, you have to read the briefing, read again, understand, know what you're doing and what you have to do. Okay. And of course, ask any questions until you fully understand and accept the brief. All right. Um, once you are in that, once you're done with that, you can move on to your timeline. Okay, you know the briefing, you know what you have to do, so you start breaking down all your tasks in this first column over here. Okay, to create your timeline. The dates on the top, of course, you can just replace them by the dates of the actual assignment. All right. So the timeline would be ideally a work in progress until the end, because come on, you'll be doing it like you'll be going back and forth in the timeline just in the dates as you go through and you do your tasks, right? Okay, first thing then is the research. My research is actually done, so I can change this, right? Um, it's actually good to put like some color coding on your timeline as well. This makes it easier to you for you to understand. Like you don't have to just like go back and read everything. Okay. Oh, Angelo, you're going already. Bye, Angelo. Arrivederci. All right. So it's good to color code your target audience because it makes it like faster to read. You don't have to like read word by word. You can just like pick, like boom, pick the colors and then just see what you're doing and where you are. All right. Now that I'm done with my research, I can move on to my brainstorm. All right. So in the next page, this is my research. Okay. Let me just get rid of this. Ha ha ha. Because that is kind of the answer. I mean, one of the possible answers. Um, so my research is here, and of course, I am citing the source of my research down here. Okay. For the research, sure, you can like copy and paste information as long as you have the source to go with it, so we know where you took that from. Okay. Also, with the research, you need to write down with your own words your understanding of how you can connect the Treaty of Waitangi with the celebration of Matariki, right? We discussed that in class when we were doing the day that we learned about the 3 Ps, okay? Uh, which, if you don't remember, are protection, partnership, and participation, all right? Ideally, since you have to name 3 examples at least, you can connect the celebration of Matariki to how does it protect Maori culture and how does it promote participation and what sort of partnership is formed by celebrating Matariki. All right. So moving on to the next page. Research the subject matter, explore other street markets. So again, this doesn't have to be like other Matariki street markets or other like Maori culture related events. All right. It could be just like other like regular street markets. So from my research, I actually picked 4 here who are very different. I mean, those 2 here, they're kind of similar. Okay. But I was working with the Otara Flea Market in Matakana Village, La Cigale, and the classic Auckland night markets. All right. So according to what we have to do here, okay, we need to basically do a breakdown on what each market is, okay, what principles of design were applied in the visual identities, typographic conventions, what message or mood is being convened, okay, and what the target audience of the market you think it is, right? So one example here, of course, Otara Flea Market in South Auckland with a predominant Maori Pacifica population. Market itself is a very wide range of products, from fresh farm-grown veggies, secondhand clothing, and church-related goods. Seriously, that's what it says in their Facebook page, like church-related goods. No, sorry, not on the Facebook page, the website. The website. Okay. And once you're done, you can do like I did here and have some like general research notes. Okay. Right. Now for the fun part. Let's move on to the part where I have not started working. So I'm actually going to work with you guys on this next pages. So I'll be doing the location. I will do target audience. I will do my mood board. I'm doing this brainstorm here, and then I'll do a mind map and color and type, hierarchy, mood board. Yes, I think I can go on and do up into concept development. Okay. You guys are welcome to follow along if you haven't reached that page just yet. Okay. So from now on, I'm going to basically just keep doing my work and just giving you guys some insights on what to do and what work for each page. Okay. Um, from now on, if you don't have access to Adobe softwares, I think now is the time for you to start your 7-day trial. Okay. Um, so you can go into the Adobe website, all right, and start your 7-day trial right now. If you already have an email that you use to create that account, you can just come up and create another email or use the email from someone else in your family or your flat. Um, Go there, start a free trial, and so you can actually keep working with InDesign for this. Also, please remember you don't have to use the workbook. Okay, remember there is a checklist in PDF here on Teams, and that is like the minimum viable product that you need in order to deliver the assignment. All right. Of course, doing the workbook is the best way of doing like the full summative experience, but it doesn't have to be the workbook. Okay, it could be just filling up the checklist. All right. Um, yes, Jerry, you have a question. What's up? I know you don't have a mic, so you can just type in the chat. That's fine. Oh yes, if you print out the workbook, that also counts, and you can do everything by hand. Yes. Um, just have in mind that you need to deliver the assignment on Blackboard, which is a digital upload. So yes, you can print the workbook, you can do everything by hand, but then once you're done, you need to figure a way to scan or photograph each page in order to basically PDF everything and then submit to Blackboard. Okay? Nina, question? Yes.
I've completed all those pages, so I was just wondering if before you start, are you able to quickly show us how to install a brush into into Photoshop?
Yes, sure.
And
I don't believe you can have custom brushes in InDesign, but yeah, in Photoshop is actually pretty easy. So let me just open Photoshop here. Okay, oh sorry, Photoshop is opening on my other screen. In the meantime, I'm going to show you so this is my favorite brush pack. It's from this guy, Jonadero. He's a Belgian concept artist. And he developed this set of brushes for you to paint environments in Photoshop, and it's really, really nice. So these are all the brushes that he's got available for free in his pack. Right. So I'll put the link in the chat. So this is the link to download the brushes. And there's a download button right here. And oh boy, I have to log in. Oh boy. All right, beautiful. I'm downloading it. Good. All right, cool. So as soon as the brush is finished downloading, how to bring them into Photoshop. Right. Is everyone like seeing Photoshop in my screen? Or is it still InDesign?
you're on Photoshop.
Sweet, beautiful. All right, cool. So let me just go and get a new file, regular A4. All right, cool. Okay, the brushes. So press B to go into the brush tool, and then you can drop down here, okay, in your brush options where you can change the size and the hardness. All right. It's good to extend like this so that way you can see all the brushes that you have. You have 4 basic brush sets in Photoshop, okay? And then if you go, oh, this is new. Oh no, this is to create a brush. So let's go here in this little gear button, and then import brushes. So if I go to my download file, all right, there we go. So this is the brush that I downloaded from the link that I sent you. It's a .abr file, and let's load that, and boom, here it is. Just change the name. Oh boy, rename. And then just drop down the box, and then have all the brushes here from the brush pack. All right. I also recommend turning on the brush tip over here, so that way you can see like the original tip of all the brushes. So that way you can work like brushes with textures. So this one is a chalk brush. Brush, like Chinese brush. Paintbrush. It just goes on and on. And If you go like down to, where is it? Oh yeah, environment. You even have some like special brushes to create different environment stuff. Like this one's for clouds, and he's got like 2 or 3 variations for cloud brushes. Yeah. So it makes it a lot easier for you to create textures and stuff like that. Yeah, this brush pack is really, really good. All right. So I'm not gonna close Photoshop. I'm just gonna minimize it and then bring my InDesign back. All right, cool. So now searching for a suitable location. So again, this is for me, for my version of the assignment. I'm going with the Mount Roscoe War Memorial Hall. War Memorial Park in Mount Roscoe, right here. Okay. Um, Satellite. Right here. Beautiful. So what I can do from here is grab a screenshot from this spot so I can just put in my, so this, let's see, I want like from around here. Okay, just copy that back to InDesign and paste it. And of course, I'm gonna make it like smaller. Bring this corner over here. And please remember, whenever you bring an image to InDesign and it looks really, really, really pixelated, uh, this is like InDesign's engine just lowering the quality of the image so it loads faster. It's not, and it's only on the display. It's not truly lowering the quality of your image. But still, if you're freaking out with the pixelation, you can right click and display performance, high quality display. Boom. Now you can see it for what the image really is. If it's still pixelated, it's because you picked a bad image. Okay. And then, of course, let me go and get. There you go, Mount Roscoe Memorial Park. Boy. Yes, about. No. Like I want information. Dude, no. Oh boy. All right, show me some pictures. Ah, beautiful. An event in the War Memorial Park. All right. So, it's not letting me copy the picture, so I can just go and snip that as well. I don't need all of it, so I'm just going to copy that. Go back to InDesign and paste it. It's really huge, so I'm just gonna bring it a little bit to the top here. That is fine. And of course, my amount of text about the location. So since there's not much information on the website, as you could see, I'm actually writing this based on my knowledge on the place. And seriously, as you could see here on the maps, I live literally next door from it. So yeah. All right. In the meantime, how is everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Everyone safe at home, staying sanitized? Yeah. Olive, yes, a question. You can turn off. I mean, you can turn your mic on and speak, or you can just like write down in the chat. I can see that you turned the mic on, but I cannot hear you. Do you have to research only one suitable location? Um, this is actually up to you. I had students in the past, they were researching like 3 or 4 locations. If you give me just one, that is fine. You know, I again, like I know from the beginning that I wanted to work with this location, so this is the one that I'll be working and putting on my research. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing for my location here is the War Memorial Park located in Main Road, Mount Roskill is a great location to hold the event as I had in the past. The area is big enough for a medium-sized crowd. There's plenty of car park and on-site car park on site, and public toilets conveniently located inside the hall. On site, there's also plenty of public toys and structures to keep the kids busy. This is how I'm starting my information on the location. I'm actually going to write more than that. I just need time to do further research, and I don't want to keep you guys like stuck on one page for long. So I'm just moving on with this. But the idea is basically it for page number 5. A couple of images of the location that you are picking or the locations you are researching. All right, and what what's your location about? Okay, think about what information is being requested here. Consider space availability, parking, accessibility, etc. when deciding the most suitable location. Okay. Please understand that the location is essential for you to do your target audience, which is our next page. Okay, so based on your location research, identify an audience for your street market. Make a list of characteristics that describe in a general way your intended target market, like demographic data, goals, needs, and drivers. Okay, so gather information on what you think you would appeal to a target group, and mind map your ideas to make a conclusion. So, mind map. All right, now which one is it? Oh boy, I remember working. Oh yeah, my Meister. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this for a second. Oh boy. All right, good. All right, beautiful. So mindmeister.com is your way to go for mind mapping. Okay, it's free. All you have to do is create an account. You can pay for extra stuff if you want, but it's not necessary. All right. All right. So my new mind map. So I'm doing this one for my target audience. All right. Um, things to look for when you're doing a target audience. Remember when you talk about like gender, location, lifestyle, hobbies. Okay. Yes, of course, the age. Right. That's the minimum. Okay. And I'm doing my for this side as well. Okay. Right. So let's talk about gender. All right. Oh no. Go back. Go back. Oh, there we go. Now I can see stuff. All right, so from here, let me just add our agenda. So a lot of people, when they do something for like everyone, they just go gender all. Uh, no, not good. Please be like specific. Okay, you can go with like male and gender diverse. Okay, that way you include everyone without just, just being lazy and saying, oh, nah. Male, female, and gender diverse. Okay, location. So you can go here and press the plus. Location, of course, the Mount Roskill area. Um, people from Auckland City, people from like Mount Albert and neighboring suburbs, people around the Dominion Road. Okay, this is like all close by my location. Okay, and they have easy access to it. Right. Um, lifestyle. So people are like kind of like outgoing people. All right. Oh, how can I close this? It doesn't close. Oh God. So outgoing people. All right. People who like the outdoors, who likes events, celebrations, who are comfortable around big crowds, hobbies. People who like barbecue on the weekends. Good for the whole family. They let's say like sports and um outdoor activities in general. What else can we say about these people? What hobbies would they have? Mm, let's say, of course, they're into like rugby more specifically, right? And other stuff like, for example, skateboarding, because there's a huge skateboard um, area in the park, and of course, uh, people who like participate local baseball club. Like this, actually really big here in this location. There's a huge like baseball club. Okay, it's been very traditional in the neighborhood for the past like 5 years or so. So age. Oh, tab. Oh, beautiful. All right, so age. Okay, so let's think about we have kids, age 8 to 12 years old. Um, We could have, let me think, of course, like adults in the mid 40s, young adults from, let's think, 16 to 21. We could be looking at also, think about some like the other, like the seniors who are like 60s and plus, for example. All right. These are the age groups that I would like to target with my design. Now, moving on to the 4 P's of marketing, let's see if you guys remember what are the 4 P's of marketing. Of course, the first one is the product. So my product is the Matariki Street Market. Of course, it's gonna be like free entry because it's funded by the local board. I wish. Um, so location, so Mount Roskill. And neighboring suburbs. Which how we're promoting this? A3 posters around town. Social media, why not? All right. So I believe this is good enough for my target audience. And I want to save this map here. Yes, a PDF, Word file, image file. If I want to export as an image, I have to pay. Same as a PDF. If I want, oh boy, you know what? Cancel that. I'm just going to screenshot this. Beautiful. 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 So yeah, there we go. This is my target audience. Okay. Uh, please, here it says like demographic goals, needs, drivers. Demographic, I should remember for my target audience class. It's like who are your people? Okay, how old are they? What gender do they like, belong, or identify with? Where do they live? What do they do? What do they like? What dislike? Okay. The 4 P's of marketing, that's an extra that I like to do. You guys don't have to do the same as that one, but please, age, gender, lifestyle, hobbies, and location. This is like the 5 main things that you have to put in your target audience. Okay. So keywords, of course, like families, um, outgoing, outdoorsy people. Can I say that? No, like that sounds like an ugly word. Is that even a word? Like people who are like outdoorsy kind of thing. Uh, like Mount Roscoe. Let's say like low to medium income. Since this is a free event. Okay, one more, of course. Let's think about what do we have here. Oh yeah, of course, like people who like food, like good food, like good stuff kind of food. All right. So conclusion, my target audience, of course, I will be aiming at families, no typos. families with kids. Around the Morosco area. Low to medium income families since the free event. People that are participating in local activities such as, yeah. All right. Guys, any questions at this stage with target audience? Let me put the link for this mind map thing in the chat. There we go. Is everyone still around? Yes. All right, sweet. Yeah. All right, cool. Okay. One more time. Any questions? Are we good? Can we move on to the next page? Just remember about the target audience. Target audience is not necessarily who is actually attending your event, but who you want to target with the design you're going to create. Okay, I'll be aiming at like outgoing families who live in the Mount Roscoe area. They like good food and they're like low to medium income. Okay, so this is the people that I intend to target with my design. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Is that Sarah? Oh, Sarah is here. Hello. Haven't seen you in the beginning. How are you doing? Oh, yes. So a mood board for the target audience. All right, that's where Photoshop comes in. Okay, so I'll just take advantage from yeah, I'll just take advantage that Photoshop is already here with an A4 document open, and then I'm going to do my mood board for the target audience. Please have in mind you're going to have some different mood boards to do here. Okay, this mood board on page 15 is about your design direction. And this mood board on page 7 is for the target audience. Okay, sweet. Right. Oh, stop like that. Stop that. Yeah, yeah. Turn that off as well. And YouTube. Bye. Oh, yes. Also, everyone was here for the call, so that means everyone gets attendance. Yay. Yes. All right. Okay. So now I need to make my whew, now I need to make my mood board for the target audience. So collect a range of media that your target group are familiar with and make a visual mood board of the target audience as a reference. So mood board for the target audience is basically gathering images that, well, represent the target audience, okay? So let's look for Roscoe to begin with. There you go, I like this one. Have you guys ever been to the top of Mount Roscoe? It's a really nice short walk. Oh boy, this is such a huge image. Wait, why am I bringing my images in here? I want my images. I can just, yeah, no, I'll do it in Photoshop. There we go. So here's my location. I'm throwing that in here as well. Just put in this corner over here, and then let's see. It's like some family rugby. Why is it like difficult to get like images with like kids with their parents like playing rugby? Ah, beautiful. Oh boy, such a tiny picture. Yeah, that works a little bit. Uh-huh. And then let's get a family barbecue. Yeah. I got like a happy family, like going out camping as well. This is actually a pretty small picture. This one is also pretty small, but we don't have many options. Have okay, this is huge. Okay, yeah, that's not working. Not gonna work. Okay, this is nice. Come on, Photoshop. Oh boy, it's huge. Come on, Photoshop, please don't crash. I got the Mina Road, which is close by. Let's see, like a nice picture of the Mina Road. Ah, okay, this is nice. Hey everyone, please prove that you're alive in the chat and tell me your favorite Dominion Road restaurant. Oh, dude, you never been to Dominion Road? Oh man, you're missing out for real. You're missing out on like a lot of good stuff, great stuff. Like they have like what? Oh yeah, there's the song, of course. Oh yeah, I'm still to try Valley Worship, but yeah, I heard it's like really, really good as well. Oh boy. Oh yeah, hot and spicy. I'm to try that one as well. I like spicy food, but sometimes I just can't handle the heat that well. Vanilla dumpling, yes, vanilla dumpling is great. You know, it's not that expensive. The food portions are huge. You know, it's just it's like it's beautiful. It's really good. Like the customer service is not that good, but come on, the food is what matters, right? Oh yes, Roxana. This is a Russian restaurant that just opened like a couple months ago. Hey, I need to try that one as well. I want to go there and have some pelmeni Shipureki. I know they had that stuff. So yeah, I need to go there as well. I mean, of course, once the lockdown is lifted, right? Stay home. A class field trip to Dominion Road. Um, we could go like after after we're done with the course, because ideally, like once we are still like in school and like having class and stuff, we just do our shared lunches. There we go. Oh, it depends about the parking. It depends on like which part of the Dominion Road that you go. If you go close, like there's like Balmoral and then Dominion Road, there's like a Wilson parking behind what used to be a warehouse, I guess. It's like $1 or something like that. Of course, there's plenty of street parking, but you gotta be there early. One of my favorite places there is, of course, a Thai restaurant called Kiss Kiss. If you haven't tried yet, oh, you should. It's really, really, really good. Cazador, I wanted to go once, but I know I'm not the target audience when it comes to income. All right, I'm done with my target audience mood board. So let me just save that. If Photoshop lets me do so, there we go. Desktop, mood board, and I'm saving that as a JPEG just to make things quicker. Yes, mate, no compressions. Yeah, there we go. Right, so let's place that mood board in here. There you go. That's my target on this mood board, you know. So, of course, there's Mount Roskill, there's a location, the family rugby kind of thing, the family barbecue, the Hungy, Dominion Road at its prime, and family camping. So, like people that like the outdoors, they always look for like family related activities. People are in the Mount Roskill area and Dominion Road, right? So, basically, just like some information that I have here, I basically translated that visually into a collection of images for my mood board. All right. So keywords, of course, family, the outdoors, like barbecue and the hungry, on rescue. You know, yeah, so these are kind of the people that I want to like bring to my event. Good. Any questions so far on the mood board for target audience? Are we good? Can we move on? Yeah, we good. All right, beautiful. So this page here is actually pretty simple. Okay. So what needs to be produced, what assets are needed, and how long do I have? Okay. Remember, I need to create one A3 poster in two additional pieces. If you're still not sure what you want to do, you can just open a text here and brainstorm your possibilities, your options, and all. So I know that I need my A3 portrait poster. Okay. And I know that. Excuse me. Right. Oh, sorry about that. Materials. I need my PC. I need my Adobe softwares. I need a free paper and a printer. Because remember, this has to be printed. Okay. Software use Photoshop and InDesign. Estimated time, let's say into Friday. So let's put it like 5 days. Okay. So for the water bottle, I only need my PC and my softwares. And I'm going to work with Photoshop and Dimension. Let's see, 5 days as well, because let's say it off a Friday. And the goodie bag. That's it. That's this page done and dusted. All right. If you want to go further, of course, again, you can open a text box and do a massive brainstorm on the material and the possibilities of deliverables for you. But I know from the beginning that these are the ones that I want, so I'm going with these. Okay. Now, idea generation. So now we need a mind map for the concept, for like the design direction. Okay, so let's go back here to MindMeister and let's get a new mind map. And this is for my design direction. Directing, no, my design direction. Right, so for my design direction, so a couple of things that you should look for, of course, when you're working with design direction is think about elements and principles, uh, typefaces, color, visual cues. Well, actually, visual elements. I think that these are better, right? All right, so elements and principles. Let's go. So please remember, like anything that you create will have elements and principles applied by default. You cannot develop like visual elements and assets without working elements and principles of design. You know, it's in like it's interesting. It's actually connected. There is no way you can like fight it or run away from it, right? But of course, in that manner, it's good if you can just Jerry, please don't. This is not a challenge. Okay? Okay. When you're talking about elements and principles, think about you need to give some thought to the elements and principles you want to work with. Okay? So since we're doing a poster, of course, I'm going with a lot of contrast. It has to be, you need to work with some good alignment and hierarchy to make it work. Okay, for my fonts, I want to work with thick slash bold fonts. I would say sans serif. Sans serif fonts. What else? Let's say fixed height. They are easy to read. Same thing for sans serif. Okay, remember we're dealing with kind of a broad target audience, so you have to make sure that it's like readable for everyone, right? For my color, I'm thinking about like cold colors. As you know, cold colors they relate out to like to the sky at night and the stars, which are a very clear elements like from Matariki and all that. Oh yeah, Ethan, I got your message, man. Go for it. No worries. Remember, this is being recorded, and you're going to you'll be able to find it on YouTube later on. Okay. So yeah, go for it. I'm working with like cold colors and like shades of blue. Let's see. Oh yeah, perhaps some like black and red from the Maori flag, and of course, like contrast. So my visual elements. So I know I want to. Matariki has a lot of like sky related visuals, like stars, the moon, clouds. I would say even like some like New Zealand birds. So for Maori iconography, of course, we have like Kofai. Wi-Fi, Koru. We have the twists. We have the hook, toe. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with what we have here, right? So let me just go to the snip, select this, and not here, here. Beautiful. So this is my map for my design direction. Now let's think about color. So for color, you can go to adobecolor.com, of course. I believe, oh God, no, I don't want to start a tour. Go away. Um, of course, you can go here and create your own color palettes and also uh, screen capture them and put into your InDesign file too. Okay, so as analogous, I'm going with like these shades of blue. Okay, I like those like this. Please remember to get the color the hex codes as well. Makes your life easier when you have to go and identify the colors. Beautiful. Okay, let me get another one. So monochromatic on the range of reds. Yeah, I don't think I'm going complementary, so like I'm sticking to like analogous and monochromatic color schemes. And this additional group of blues. There you go. Yeah, they're very similar, but still there's some like nice shades of blue here for us to work with. And of course black and white. And so we can select all three of them, display performance, high quality display, and lock them in place. All right. So again, for the color, you can just go to Adobe Color. Pasting the link in the chat right now. There we go. Experiment with type. All right. So for this one, you can go to your best friend .font.com. What? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I set in my design direction that my typeface I want some thick bold, sans serif, fixed and height fonts. Okay, so let's go with sans serif, fixed width, and you can type in here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, beautiful. There we go. And then we go. We do the same thing here. Yeah, I don't want just like kind of like typewriter kind of font. It's also like serif. This has got some serif as well. This is interesting. I like this one. So the fonts that you like, you can just go and snip them as well. Too thin. Oh, what the heck? This kind of looks like Comic Sans. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, okay, I'm done with fixed width. Let's go back here. Oh wow, it's called the bold font. It's interesting. This one here is familiar. Very, very familiar. Does any of you guys like recognize this font over here? It does look very familiar. I just can't. I just can't remember from where. Vogue. Now the Vogue font is it's different. The Vogue font, if you go to serif, is one of the very yeah, it's the very first one. It's even called Vogue. This is terrible, man. It kind of looks like the font from Fast and Furious. Yeah, not my target audience. Hmm, this is interesting. Mont with Mont. Is it here? Oh, this one. Ah, it is very interesting. Okay, I might pick that one as well. Oh shit! What did I click? No, I don't want to buy this BB tag. Get out of here. Ah boy, I hate when my mouse like double clicks by accident. Let's pick just one more. Just one more. Ah, this one is interesting, but it's too thin. Doesn't go for what I want. For what I want. This prime time is interesting. Oh shit, this is huge. No, no, no. Ah, okay. Mm, I like this one. This one is way too close together. Hmm, interesting. Okay, I'm getting this one and then I'm done with it. Right, so experiment with type. So basically collecting a range of different types for you to play with. Okay, are we good with typography at this stage? Please remember, of course, where is it? That font is a place to go. All right, moving on to page 12. So, experimentation with hierarchy. Determine the text styling treatment appropriate for the target audience, like size, color, layout, and etc. Establish a hierarchy information appropriate for the design solution. And then the mood board, and then the concept of problems. Okay, so I'm doing only pages 12 and 15, and then I'm stopping for today. And tomorrow, I will continue with pages 14 onwards for our concept development. Yes, Nina, what's up?
Because it's easier to do like type in InDesign, but then obviously
Mhm.
some of the aspects of our concepts will be done in Photoshop. What's the best way to do it?
Right. So ideally, you should do your art, okay, your poster with all your visual elements and everything in Photoshop as a free portrait file. Okay. Once you're done with that, you export as a PDF, bring to InDesign, and then you do all your text in InDesign. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you remember our um, have we done like InDesign when did we do InDesign when we were doing the city cover? I think we only started InDesign in the next week, the following week. But ideally, you do your entire design in Photoshop, okay, the background art, save that as a PDF, bring to InDesign, and then in InDesign, you do the entire text, okay, your fonts, your hierarchy, and all that. The reason behind it is that when you do text in when you do texting in design and you export as a PDF, you can actually read, the machine will read the text and you can just copy paste, and the text is identified by the software. And also when you print, it looks better. Okay. We'll go over that tomorrow once I go into into Photoshop and InDesign for like doing your final designs and concepts. Okay. Right. So experimentation with hierarchy. Determine a text styling treatment appropriate for segments. Okay, size, color, layout, and etc. I don't think I'll be working with color at this stage. Okay, I'm just going to go with what? Okay, yeah, sure. Right. So let me go and get a rectangle for this one. And there we go. Let's pretend that this is a A3 page. Okay. Right. So I'll go over here inside this rectangle, and then I'm going to beautiful. So this is my title for the poster, and then I can have just a big image over here. I can just, oh no, wait, sorry, wrong tool, wrong tool. No, yeah, it's not showing, but anyway, um, just bring the opacity down 50, just, okay. Okay, so this is gonna be my art, and then down here you can have two blocks of text. So like location, time, even blurb. And over here you can have like social media channels. Um, what's funny? Let's say partner logos. There we go. So I have my title at the top. I have this image over here basically represents the art that I'm going to put in the middle, and then two blocks of text with information. Okay. So let me just make those two blocks of text like centralized. Okay. Now for the next one, let's try something different. I'm getting my text. I'm bringing this down like this. And then I'm doing everything like, oh, I actually like this. This is fine. Oh, wait, no, I was supposed to clone. So remember to clone, you just Alt and drag to the side. Bring this down over here. And cloning this to the side. Up. Bring this down a little bit as well. And then I'm also cloning those two pieces of text over here. And then for the final one, I could have the entire poster covered with some art. And then I can bring the text like this. And information down here. A question, why am I organizing all my posters with basically the same order of hierarchy? We always read stuff from top to bottom. So the main information should be at the top, and then you read something else, and then the least important information down here, okay? Of course, this is not the least important information. I am just like playing around with it. The final thing that I create is going to look different from it most likely, all right? But it's just an idea of how to experiment with hierarchy, all right? And then finally, a mood board based on the previous analysis. So for the mood board, let me go and get back to here to page 9 to reread my design direction. So for this mood board, ideally we should work with color, elements and principles, visual elements and typefaces. This is how you create a mood board, a visual mood board, of course, for a design direction. So what I could do in here is grab some elements from this page. Let's see, there's two colors over here. Bring that in there. I can actually just use this to create like space and put stuff in between. And then I will go with this font. I really like this font. And let's say this one as well. Those two nice elongated fonts. Just lock these guys again. And then I want some visual elements over here as well. I could get those from my mood board over here, but ideally I want something fresh. I want something from like, I want to work with, as I put over there, like New Zealand native birds. Not necessarily a kiwi. The kiwi is way too mainstream, but I would really love to work with. Excuse me. I really like to work with a tui, for example. So I'm actually bringing the guy over here. Not like this. And also like some Maori iconography. What else do I have from there? Kudu, Twist, Hemato, New Zealand Buzz. Oh yeah, stars, the cloud, the moon. So let me get another reference from the Matariki cluster. Alright, this one. There you go. I think this is good enough for me to move on and work with. So let's go for the keywords. So shades of red, shades of blue, alligated fonts. Let's see like stretched. So stars. Modern iconography. I can actually go like, there we go. She's a red and blue, New Zealand native, very stretchy font, stars and sky, modern iconography. Okay, I'm good enough. Good enough. I'm okay, satisfied with this. And we'll do the rest tomorrow, which is concept development. So that involves drawing. It's gonna take longer, and I need my tablet to draw that kind of stuff as well. So yeah. So that was like more than like half of the assignment in 90 minutes. Of course, I've been doing this for quite a lot of time. Okay, this is not the first time that I give this assignment out. Of course, when I had to do it for the first time, I needed to do a lot of research as well. It was the first time that I was dealing with this topic and so on. But now that I've done it like over and over again, I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I can just like go and work it like faster. Right, pretty much all the assignments. Um, so I'm going to stop recording right now, and I'll be opening for questions. How do I stop recording? I think it's here. Yes, stop recording.